Welcome into week number 3 of The Butcher versus the Dance Instructor, presented by LB's Meat Market. I'm Neal McCready, joined as always on Wednesday afternoons by Greg Jones, LB's Meat Market. Caroline McCready joining as well. Another week in Northwest Arkansas. Caroline getting to come home tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's the big news in our house. There's a lot going on in our house, Caroline, as you know. There's been a lot happening. It's been 2 very busy weeks as we prepared to make the house perfect for 3 people who grew up in the house and know it to be completely imperfect. So that's the way it works. I'm learning this is a new empty nest thing, Greg. When the nest empties, when the chicks return to the nest,
It's a big deal.
the mama bird wants the nest to be absolutely pristine.
Yep, that's understandable.
Yeah, like my bedroom is about to look like a whole new room tomorrow when I
You're
return.
not gonna, you won't recognize it. It's wild. The upstairs is wild, and we completely redid the floors. Kaiser Flooring, shout out, they did a fantastic job, and it has been. Caroline, I ran some errands this morning. I pulled in, there were like 6 Amazon boxes out front.
Yeah, it's all stuff for my room.
So it's a little crazy here. As I suspect it's about to get crazy all over Oxford here on Wednesday. This is probably the last day of relative peace, Greg, before things crank up for a weekend. Arkansas and Ole Miss, an SEC showdown on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Game can be seen on ESPN. Secondary tickets are expensive, which tells me they're expecting a massive crowd for the game. First of 3 straight home games for Ole Miss. Tulane coming to town next week. LSU in 2 weeks. So Oxford's about to get busy and stay really busy for the next 21-ish days. LB's Meat Market sponsors the show. 2008 University Avenue in Oxford. It's the place to go to get the freshest cuts. Beef, chicken, pork, seafood. They pretty much have everything. The house-made sausages. Greg was in early this morning making sausages. They've got the stuffed jalapenos, the stuffed mushrooms, the bacon-wrapped asparagus, the bacon-wrapped green beans, which are sneaky good. Crab cakes. There's a lot at LB's Meat Market, and as you can see on the scroll, all you have to do is call or text 662-259-2999. Tell Greg what you want, when you want it, and they'll have that ready, right, Greg?
Yeah, that's kind of really easy and simple. You can just click and on your phone and tell it to say it. You don't even have to type it. It's kind of crazy world we live in. We're gonna smoke some Boston butts this weekend, so we'll have a bunch of because it's Arkansas. So my mom said, "Wouldn't you want to smoke a bunch of pork and stuff?" So we're gonna do some Boston butts, yeah. Anyway, other than that, I got some sausage. So we got a full blown pork. Frenzy over here this weekend over at the meat market.
I always feel bad for the Arkansas beat writers because they have to they travel with the team and stuff, and wherever Arkansas plays, they go. And it's obviously the easy theme when Arkansas comes to town is that you do pulled pork and stuff. And I bet those guys get tired of like, oh, here we go again, another pulled pork.
Yeah, that's what I want. Another pulled pork sandwich. No, I will say I feed Arkansas's baseball team whenever they play in Oxford, and that's one of the things that they request is the pulled pork and the bacon wrapped pork loin. So, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm good at pulled pork, but I at least feed the Arkansas Razorback team, pork. So I mean, like.
So let me ask you this, because I know people will be curious about this. A baseball team comes to town, whether it's Arkansas or LSU or Florida or Tennessee or whoever, and they contract with you to feed them after Friday's game, after Saturday's game, maybe a takeout thing for Sunday when they get back on the road, right? How much? Yeah. I'm not asking for money at all, but I am asking, like, in general, how much food is that to feed an entire baseball team and a traveling party?
So whenever we do that, they usually travel with 50 to 55 is the kind of the number that they travel with, 60 at the most. I usually do a buffet style pan of spaghetti, buffet style pan of maybe hamburger steaks or pulled pork or the bacon wrapped pork loin. So what I'd basically do is adjust out to where each player gets basically a half pound of spaghetti, which that's a lot of spaghetti, like when you want to look at it. And each person either gets 2 hamburger steaks or either a half pound of pulled pork, and then we usually do. They usually want 2 carbs, loaded baked potato and mac and cheese. Just 2 buffet, but yeah, it's a lot of food, and it's just something I'm really good at, and I can do with ease. I can literally feed a baseball team at the start of a game and deliver it by the top of the 8th inning. So it's just something that I've just kind of learned how to make it, and with the portions, and I can always know how to feed, how much food I need for 50 people. So that usually helps. But when I get to the 100 people, that's where I get into stuff that I guess just double everything.
Caroline, what's going on with the dance? Give the weekend off. You get away from all the little ones for the weekend. What's going on this week?
Not much. I think they've given me some sort of sickness because everybody is sick. All the kids have gotten sicknesses from, I guess, going back to school. But I have a sub tonight, and then I'm off the rest of the week. So that's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, we're excited to have you home for sure. All right, guys, let's dive into the picks. Got had a close week last week. You both did okay. Caroline, you went 6-6 in 12 games. Greg, you went 7-5. So you picked up a week's win. Y'all are even on the weeks 1-1. Caroline still holds a 2-game advantage. You trimmed the lead from 3 games to 2. Caroline is 13-11 overall. Greg, you're 11-14, so you're having to bounce back still from the weak performance. I don't think my math is right here. We'll figure it out. Greg, you're 11-13. Caroline's 13-11. There we go.
Neal, did you have fun in Lexington when you last weekend?
Yeah, I told you this earlier. I love Lexington. I've always liked it. That was the most fun I ever had there. Laura went with me, my wife, Caroline's mom, and that was nice. I had company. I told her repeatedly how fun it was to have company with someone with me, because I'm not one of these people that's afraid to go eat by myself. I mean, that's no big deal. I'll go sit at a bar by myself. I don't mind. I don't feel like a loser sitting at the bar by myself at all. I'm traveling. I'm working. It's fine. Let's go have a beer or a bourbon or whatever.
Well, there's always an open seat for one person at a bar. That's always one of the good things traveling solo.
Well, so we went to this first place. It was called Dudley's on Short. And the first sign that I knew that this place was cool, well, there was 2 signs. One, the bar itself was gorgeous, beautiful. You could tell it was built 150 years ago. Sign 1. Sign 2, they literally had, this was an hour and a half before, they had a seat reserved at the end of the bar for a regular. Like, it was reserved, had a mark off reserved. This guy comes 6:00 on Fridays. That's his seat. Ain't nobody messing with it. And I was like, okay, this place is cool. I knew right away, this place is cool. And we got in, and there were a couple of seats, but people moved over and accommodated us, which was very nice. Bartender, his name was Shannon. It was great. Fantastic. He's telling us stuff about Lexington. So this was Lexington's, you probably know this. This is Lexington's sesquicentennial, 250th year. And he had created a drink. It was a bourbon drink called the Sesquis something. I don't remember. I wish I could. But it was great. And Laura doesn't drink bourbon, but she decided to try it and loved it, because you really couldn't taste the bourbon. It was very, very subtle. But the drink was fantastic. He was telling us all the history of Lexington and stuff, but not in a way where it's like, oh my God. But it was fun. It was interesting. It was just a lot of fun. We went there. We went to Carson's on Main on Friday night. And then on Saturday, obviously I worked, and the game ended. I had to write. I did the post-game show, and I got back to the hotel. We stayed at the Hilton downtown. We got there about 9:30, and a lot of restaurants close at 10, and you don't want to walk into a restaurant 15 minutes before closing. That's a good way to make people angry at you. But there was a place called Frankendino's.
Yep.
Not far.
An Italian restaurant on the corner.
Right there. And they were open still. And I sat down, and we ordered a drink, and I asked
They've got a great bar. I love their bar, how it circles around. And
so cool.
And you're really close to MacArthur's. McCarthy's, my bad. So yeah, you can hop around. That's a perfect spot.
Yeah, it was great. And I asked her, I said, hey, are y'all still serving? Is it a problem? And she's like, oh, no. We're here for another couple hours. If you want to eat, order. And so I did the smart thing. If you're ordering late in a day, order one of the dishes that's a popular dish. Don't make them pull stuff out.
Oh yeah.
And so I ordered the pasta bolognese, and Laura got the chicken piccata. So we both kind of went, mainstream, and it was amazing. It was so good, and it was a lot of fun. We watched the end of Michigan, Oklahoma on the TV, and then it was great. Lexington's, I give Lexington an A+.
Yeah, I was in the CCI area, the Chevy Chase. So I went to Charlie Brown's. I know that I'm good friends with the owner, and man, you talk about a hole in the wall. It's just awesome. It's been there forever. The books on the shelves are older than all of us in the bar. Just kind of like I call them a time machine bar. It's just like there's some pictures on the wall that's older than all of us. So we always go there to Charlie Brown. So, but yeah, that's the Chevy Chase area is a really cool area too.
It's one of the sneaky things about the SEC that I don't think fans appreciate enough, because they're so, I don't mean this in a negative way, but they're so consumed in the football, the games, and the outcome of the games. So many of the SEC towns are really cool. They're really neat. And if you get a chance to go a day or two early and just kind of hang out and feel the vibe of a place, and it not necessarily be all about the game, I think that's a lot of fun.
I took a group of guys that just wanted to do what Greg does when he goes to Lexington, because I always tell them stories. So we did what Greg likes to do, which is kind of funny. As nobody, we were sitting at the bar, and nobody calls me Greg in Lexington. They call me Meat. They're like Meat Man. So like it was just funny. Those guys, just kind of laughed, and they're like, "Hey, Meat," and I'm like, yeah, so it's kind of funny just to be like I have a wholly different character. But there's a really cool place I always go to in Lexington called Timmy Two Times. It's basically a little hole in the wall strip mall bar, and they make homemade egg rolls. So took them there, and then one morning we went to the Keeneland Track Kitchen and had breakfast, which is the best breakfast in Lexington. Biscuits and gravy for like $3, and homemade potatoes and stuff like that. And they were doing the sale, so we got to go see a couple yearlings, and my buddy Joey got to touch a horse that sold for $780,000. So he thought that was pretty cool. But no, it's just Lexington, just with the green grass and the white fences. It's just really cool place to go.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to going back in basketball season already. It's in Ole Miss plays there in February.
Do we play there?
Ole Miss plays there in February at Rupp. Yep.
Perfect. I can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's jump into some games. Greg, you won the week, so you go first. Those are the rules. We start in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's Oklahoma, fresh off that win over Michigan. They're at Temple, 11 a.m. on ESPN2. Oklahoma, Greg, is a 24.5-point favorite.
Oklahoma's pretty good. I know Michigan was kind of a younger team, and they're still but I was impressed with Oklahoma, and I didn't know that they took the whole Western Washington State crew and just brought them over to Oklahoma. So, I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
All right, Caroline, he's going to start off by laying 24.5 with Oklahoma. What about you?
I'll do the same thing.
All right. I think that's probably smart. They were impressive in against Michigan. All right, Caroline, we come back down south and go to Tuscaloosa. It's Alabama. The 19th ranked Crimson Tide at home this week, 11 a.m. on ABC versus Wisconsin. Alabama, Carolina, is a 20.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I'll go with Alabama.
Okay, I saw Dave Womack, the father of Alabama defensive coordinator Kane Womack, in Oxford earlier this morning. Greg, she's going to take Alabama, lay the points.
I guess we woke up Alabama last weekend, so I'll take Alabama and see if they can keep continuing.
All right. We mentioned Oklahoma earlier. Next week, Oklahoma will play host to Auburn. This week, Auburn's at home against South Alabama, Greg. Auburn back in the AP Top 25 at number 24. This game's at 11:45 on SEC Network. Auburn, Greg's a 25.5-point favorite over the Jags.
Man, I'm not familiar with the Jaguars. They're pretty decent.
Yeah, gave Tulane all it wanted last week.
I'll take the points. I mean, Auburn usually sleeps sometimes in those 11 o'clock games for the first half.
All right, Caroline, he's going to take South Alabama and the 25.5 points.
I'll take South Alabama too.
Oh, you guys are marching in lockstep right now. All right, Caroline, the first big SEC game of the day. It's Georgia heading to Knoxville, Neyland Stadium to play the Tennessee Vols. Both teams undefeated. Georgia ranked 6th, Tennessee ranked 15th. 2:30 on ABC. This will be the game that everybody will have on in the Grove and their tents and stuff. At 2:30, Georgia, Caroline, is a 6-point favorite.
I'm going to go with Georgia.
Okay, Caroline taking the Dogs on the road, Greg.
I'll take Tennessee. We got to disagree sometime. I saw the college game day bus on the way home, so I guess that was just kind of an omen. So I guess I'm going to take Tennessee with the home dog.
I kind of like Tennessee here. I don't know why. It's a gut feeling a little bit. I don't know what.
Who's the quarterback for Tennessee?
Joey Aguiar. Came from.
Where did he come from?
He was at Appalachian State.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Tua guy, he's probably really hating life.
Nico, yeah. Nico's 0-2 at UCLA.
Yeah. But he's not getting paid, though, right? Or is he getting paid?
He's getting paid for sure. All right, Greg, we go back out of a non-league game. It's Louisiana Lafayette. The Ragin' Cajuns head to Missouri. The Tigers ranked 23rd in the country. This is a 3 p.m. game on ESPN+. Missouri, Greg, is a 24.5-point favorite.
I'm going to go with the Ragin' Cajun. Who's the quarterback that was here?
It was Walker Howard, but he tore his labrum. He's out for the year.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have to go with Missouri. I might have to change.
Okay. Right.
No, I'll stay with the Ragin' Cajuns. That's fine. I'll stay with the Ragin' Cajuns.
All right. Greg's going to stay with the Ragin' Cajuns, Caroline, and get 24.5 in Como.
I'll take Missouri.
All right. Caroline's going with the Tigers. All right. Caroline, we go to Texas now in Austin. It's UTEP. University of Texas, El Paso at Texas. The Longhorns ranked 7th in the country. This is a 3:15 game on SEC Network. Texas is going to win, Caroline, but the question is this: will they cover 41.5 points?
I'm going to say no. I'll take UTEP or whatever they are.
All right. Greg, Caroline's going to go.
Did they cover last week?
Texas did not cover last week.
Man. All right, I'll take Texas.
Okay. All right, Greg, we go out of conference for one game. We always do the ranked teams. Got South Florida, 2-0. South Florida having beaten Boise State and Florida. They go to Miami. The Hurricanes undefeated. I think South Florida's ranked 15th. Miami's ranked 6th. This is a 3:30 game on the CW network. That's how far the ACC has fallen, boys and girls. On the CW at 3:30, Miami, Greg, is a 15.5-point favorite.
I'm going to go with South Florida. I like their quarterback, and I mean they got $500,000 to beat Florida last weekend. So, are they getting paid this week to play Miami?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I like South Florida.
All right, Greg. Caroline, Greg's going to take South Florida in the 15.5 at Miami.
I'll take Miami.
Oh, Caroline high on the Hurricanes this year. They're good. They look the part. All right, I'm giving both.
Isn't there a lot of TikTokers from Miami? Like in that.
Alex Earl, is that who you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Are the Cavender twins? They played at Miami.
Yeah,
right?
Cavender. Yeah, I think so.
They're big influencers. Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have TikTok.
All right, I'm going to give both of y'all a win on the Alcorn State, Mississippi State game. There's no line, but you know what? I feel generous. I'm going to give you both a dub. All right, we head to Oxford. 6 o'clock, ESPN. It's the big one. Arkansas at Ole Miss. The Rebels ranked 17th in the country. Both teams 2-0 coming into this game. Some questions beginning to emerge about Austin Simmons, his health, his availability. Arkansas, Caroline. I think, is it Caroline's pick?
Yeah.
Arkansas, Caroline is a 9.5-point favorite underdog, I should say. 9.5 point underdog at Ole Miss.
I'm going to go with Arkansas this week. I cannot bring myself to pick them.
You're just going with your team? This is just loyalty, or do you feel something?
I don't know. I don't get my hopes up for this game, but I mean, sophomore year of college was the best night ever whenever we beat this. But I'm going to pick Arkansas because I feel like last year whenever I picked against Arkansas, I always got it wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've looked good so far. Ole Miss has too. Ole Miss beat Kentucky. But the question, Greg, going into this game is Austin Simmons playing? If he plays, is he effective? And if they have to go to Trinidad Chambliss, who's never played a game at this level, he played at Ferris State.
Is that where he played?
He played at Ferris State. So
that's where the backup we got. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so that's listen. It's an interesting. It's the reason the line keeps dropping a little bit. Caroline's going to take the Hogs and the points, Greg.
I mean, I gotta take the Rebs. I mean, if I went opened the door and told my mom that I took Arkansas, she would probably disown me. Then I'm already half disowned, so I'd probably officially be disowned.
She would throw so many stuffed jalapenos and mushrooms at you.
Oh Lord, she probably wouldn't make crab cakes because she's the only person that makes crab cakes. Because I was like, Mom, will you teach somebody else to make crab cakes? Because like maybe you'd like the weekend off because that's when we make crab cakes. She goes, no, and I go, okay. Yeah. She'd probably like boycott the crab cakes, and like people would come in like, "Hey, what happened to the crab cakes?" Like, well, I took Arkansas, and and she goes, she banned me.
Good enough reason. It should be a fun game. It's gonna be hot in the Grove all day. Make sure that you guys hydrate. I recommend Parrish Brewing Company products. You can get Ghost in the Machine in the can. Don't forget, you can get Ghost in the Machine in the can. And then you can also do the drink that we did on Hand Raise Guys a couple weeks ago. Get you a Miller High Life. Okay. Have a couple sips. Put in 1.5 ounces of Aperol. Squeeze the lemon. Got yourself a heck of a cocktail right there.
Wow.
So think of me. All right, Greg. It's in the SEC. 30 minutes after Arkansas and Ole Miss kick it off at Vaught-Hemingway. It's Florida. Coming off a devastating loss to South Florida. They head to Baton Rouge, Tiger Stadium, 6:30 ABC. Florida's a 9.5 point underdog, Greg.
I'll take LSU at home.
Simple as that. All right, he's going Tigers at night, laying the 9.5, Caroline.
I'll take LSU too.
Okay. Another good game, 6:30. Two ranked teams, 16th ranked Texas A&M. They head to South Bend, Indiana to play Notre Dame, the 8th-ranked Fighting Irish. This game's at 6:30 on NBC, Caroline. Texas A&M is a 6.5 point underdog.
I'll go with A&M.
All right, Caroline's taking the Aggies and the points, Greg, in South Bend.
I got to go Aggies too. Gig them.
Okay, both of you gigging them. I kind of like A&M here. I think I'm gonna hedge my bets and take Notre Dame, but I'm gonna pick A&M to cover the line. I think it's a close game. We go back to Lexington. Greg, it's the Wildcats. I kind of feel bad for their fans a little bit. They have a big fan base, and they're just not getting anything done. They get Eastern Michigan at home on Saturday, 6:30 on ESPNU. The Wildcats, Greg, are a 25.5 point favorite.
I think this is probably the last game they'll be favored for the rest of the year. I think they have a really bad. Oh, and supposedly we did hotty toddy in the middle of my Kentucky home, which is like big no.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I was outside I didn't go to the game, so
I heard it. They had the band in the shape of the state of Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. Like bourbon, and like you can't say you want whiskey because they give you Jack Daniels because that's from but like bourbon and my Kentucky home and horses are like that's their thing.
Yeah, they were singing it. They were singing it. The words were on the scoreboard. They're singing it. You can tell it's a big deal. Yeah. And some Ole Miss people started the "Are you ready?" And then here we go, and they got mad. They were offended. I mean They were
Oh,
offended. That was a moment.
Everybody
I
came
was like,
straight to me and they were like, "Dude, what?" I'm like, "Do you think I'm in the middle of it all, saying, 'Are you ready?'" Whenever I've been to Kentucky Derby, and I've like literally sang like kind of the words a little bit to my Kentucky home, but no, I mean like and like I literally had to apologize for all the my whole fan base that whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I you know I don't even know who's starting quarterback because they're talking about Cutter. Man, I'm actually I'll take Kentucky.
All right. Caroline, Greg's going to take Kentucky. He's going to lay 25.5 points against a pretty good MAC team.
I'll take Eastern Michigan.
Wow. Kind of think I'm with you. They're going to be flat. It's going to be tough. All right, one last game, another big SEC game. This might be my kind of game of the week right here. My Commodores, my Vanderbilt Commodores.
Oh, wow.
You can get the hats at hovidrygoods.com, by the way, HOVI drygoods.com. Vanderbilt heads to Columbia, South Carolina, Caroline, as a 5.5-point underdog. This game 6:45 on SEC Network. Both of these teams undefeated. Vanderbilt just went to Virginia Tech and won. This is an interesting football game.
I'll take Vanderbilt.
All right, Caroline's going to take the Commodores and the points, Greg.
Well, I remember was it Vanderbilt down 14-0 or something early?
Something like that, and they just kind of kept rolling, got back into it, and then blew it open.
I'm going to go with South Carolina. I like the Gamecocks at home.
All right, we got lots of differences this time. Caroline's going with Georgia. Greg's got Tennessee. Greg's got the Cajuns. Caroline's got Missouri. Greg's laying 41.5 with Texas. Caroline's taking the points with UTEP. Caroline's taking Miami and laying the points against South Florida. Greg's taking the Bulls. Of course, the predictable difference. Caroline's taking the Razorbacks and 9.5. Greg's got the Rebels. Greg's going to stick with Mark Stoops. Might as well. You're stuck with him. 25.5 points. He's going to lay them against Eastern Michigan. Caroline's going to take Eastern Michigan. And then Caroline's going with Vanderbilt plus 5.5 against Greg, who's got the Gamecocks minus the number. All right. Again, real quick, it's Wednesday. As people watch this, it'll be Wednesday afternoon as they start to listen. There's still plenty of time to order. Get your orders in, not only for the Arkansas weekend, but Tulane next weekend, LSU in 2 weeks. Greg, what's the best way to do it?
Like I said, look on the bottom of the screen. You can call or text LB's Meat Market right now. We give you a 10% off discount. We'll have plenty of lane trains. I'll do a larger lane train this weekend also. So we'll have the little 5 to 6 ounce, and they'll probably have to do like a 10 to 11 ounce lane train. So it should be, with it being a 6 o'clock game, we started doing like 10 to 4 on Saturdays. It's hard to stay open when everybody is at the Grove and, about to go to the game. So we try to get out of here so we can go to the game also. So 10 to 4 on Saturday with the game being on 6. But, I'm actually doing spicy ribeye, regular ribeye. Just got done doing a lamb sausage. That's pretty good. And, I don't know if I can get to boudin or not, but we'll see. But we'll be ready for this weekend. We have plenty of steaks, and always call your order. We'll always try to have it stocked up, but it helps whenever you can text and let us know what you want.
What about you, Caroline? Big plans? Got a full docket when you get here?
Kinda. Not really. I am going to the Grove, and I'm going to the game, most likely.
Okay. Well, it'll be a lot of fun. You travel carefully tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you, obviously. Greg, great seeing you earlier today. We'll be back with another episode of The Butcher versus the Dance Instructor presented by LB's Meat Market next Wednesday. Until then, for Greg, for Caroline, I'm Neal. Take care.